Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Joe Emilio Show. I'm your host, Joe Emilio. Afriforum has recently sent a letter to Netflix, right after Netflix announced that they have a scholarship. However, applicants that apply for the scholarship must be BEE compliant. To elaborate further and explain what is going on, I'm joined by Ernst Van Zyl. Hello, Ernst Van Zyl. Thank you so much for coming onto the show for this quick interview. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, Joe, and you?
I'm good, thanks, man. So recently, I saw. Actually, you sent me a DM on Twitter, and I almost missed it. Apparently, Afriforum is going after Netflix. Do you care to elaborate a little bit more on this story?
Right. So this is something that was brought to our attention a while ago, where we heard and we saw it was reported on in the news that Netflix launched a scholarship for 2022 postgraduates who are pursuing qualifications in film or any TV genre. However, one of the main qualifying criteria, if you look at the scholarship itself, is that the applicant must be black as defined by the BEEE Code of Conduct. So, therefore, aspiring white students who want to apply for this scholarship will be rejected solely based on the color of their skin. This also means that with this scholarship, if the child of a black billionaire, for example, were to apply, they would get the scholarship as opposed to a white child from a household where both parents are unemployed or from an impoverished household. That is the craziness of what's going on here. So AfriForum has taken on Netflix. We've written a letter to them, and we're now also in the process of gaining signatures on a petition that we're going to send to them, and that's going to be form part of the bigger campaign. So we're going to see where that goes.
If one's going to get a scholarship, or be given that opportunity for a scholarship, it should be on their merits and how good their grades are, not the color of their skin. I think that's something we're missing out on here. Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. And what we, like I said earlier as well, what we're seeing here is discrimination. That it's not even just they're saying, well, we're going to help people from an impoverished household. That's a whole different story. Here,
Yeah.
it's blatantly just you need to fit this color criteria. It's like that meme where the person holds up like that little color spectrum and see and looks like, okay, are you going to get the job or not? That's what Netflix are doing here. And the thing that a lot of people don't seem to realize is that what you're seeing here is just blatant racial discrimination. And racial discrimination is wrong on a principle level. It's either wrong or it isn't.
Yeah.
That's pretty much of it. It's my friend Daniel Elof always says racial this or about these types of matters. He says it's like being pregnant. You can't be 10% pregnant or kind of pregnant. You either are pregnant or you're not. So you're either against racial discrimination or you're not. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. Just a quick one. I am going to leave a link to the petition in the description below. So those of you that are watching this, please go sign the petition. But speaking about this, and I have to ask this to all the guests that I bring onto the show when they are talking about petitions, just to reassure people, because petitions seem to have gained a bit of a bad name over, the lockdown and stuff. So, what guarantee do you have that your petition will make a difference?
Hmm. Well, the good thing about a petition is it gives you a mandate. This is not us doing a petition where we expect if we reach a certain amount of people signing, Netflix are going to be forced to respond. It's a mechanism that you can use to add weight to your cause. So if it's just AfriForum that's taking on Netflix, then there's a smaller chance of a reply than AfriForum challenging Netflix with this mandate. So, and we already have thousands of people that have signed it. So it just adds weight. It adds more legitimacy to your challenge, and it gives you a better chance of getting a response and actually getting something out of it. as we always say with these types of campaigns, we can't guarantee that we will get a response from the people that we take on. But the petition itself, I think the difference between the type of petitions you're talking about are these online petitions where the premise is, if we reach 100,000 signatures, this whatever company will have to acknowledge it. It's not exactly like that. The petition is merely a tool to help add weight to the challenge, to make sure that we have the best possible chance of putting pressure on Netflix itself. So it's more of a supplement rather than the actual campaign itself. The actual campaign is the letter that we wrote, and also the awareness that we spread around it, being reported in the media and everywhere else. So the petition does play an important role, but it isn't the alpha and omega of the entire campaign. And then also, I think the response that we've gotten already is very encouraging. It's definitely going to add to our to the pressure that we're putting on Netflix with this.
And Ernst, let's be clear for the haters out there who are going to be like, you see, Afriforum is racist. They don't want black children or the black child to get opportunity, blah, 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 blah. Let's be clear. What would you like Netflix to do about this situation?
I would like Netflix to Afriforum and myself included, would just like to have Netflix remove the racial criteria from their scholarship. There's no reason it should be there. It's immoral. It's blatant discrimination. And it's something that's been excused in our time, unfortunately, where it's okay to discriminate against white people. This is not just something that happens in South Africa. It happens abroad as well, where it's suddenly just excusable that white people are discriminated against for the color of their skin. The youth and young people that will be discriminated here with this scholarship didn't even grow up during apartheid. I mean, it's 2021. It's been 27 years since the ANC took power in South Africa. I'm born free. People that are going to apply for this scholarship, I don't think going to be over 27 years old. They are all born in the new South Africa where there aren't racial discriminatory laws. And if you're going to use the logic where you're saying, well, there was racial discrimination in the past, therefore we need to do it today to offset or to bring back balance, all you're doing is you're digging another pothole to fill an old one. So you're not really solving the problem. You're just creating new problems and new injustices. And it's evil, and it is on a principle level wrong. So my question would be to any of these people that say, oh, well, Afriforum wants to hurt any group in South Africa with this type of campaign. My only response there would be, then you really aren't against racial discrimination. You're only against racial discrimination when it is against you, not against other people. Afriforum is against racial discrimination on a principle level. Doesn't matter who it's being targeted.
Fantastic. Ernst Van Zyl, thank you so much for your time. We'll keep an eye on this story, and I'll definitely have you back on the show for a live stream. Is there anything you want to say in closing?
Well, I think lastly, I would just like to say thank you very much again for everyone that supports all Afriforum's campaigns in this way, by sharing our press statements, by signing our petitions, by actually being paying members. It's really what makes it possible. I mean, it sounds like an old cliche of like it's the fans that make it possible. But I mean, it's literally without the donations that we get from our members, Afriforum would have been able to do anything that we do today. We aren't being backed by billionaires or big foreign interests that are giving us all these funds to do all these campaigns. All our money is coming from people giving their 50 Rand, 60 Rand, 80 Rand donations very loyally every month. And that's why and we keep growing. I mean, we have almost 300,000 members now. We're already the largest civil rights organization in the Southern Hemisphere. And that's what makes it possible. That's what makes it possible for us to take on the government. That's what makes it possible for us to build universities and to build technical colleges. And it's a big white pill. It's something that gives you a lot of hope.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think Netflix is being discriminatory? Let me know your comments in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also share it. This is your second reminder to please subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.